So 240 and 360, same shit.
Same shit, yeah.
I met a gypsy.
And there's just some iconic videos of you just sliding out of turns. And even the commentators on the videos are just like, well, didn't take Pedro long.
Yeah, I mean, it's true that I think I have more advantage than somebody else in his first time in a MotoGP bike because I was riding 1000cc bikes since I was 14, since I was literally not in the World Championship, for this. I always have the feeling that when I was going to jump in a bigger classes was going to be easier, Looks like was like this because Moto3, when I started Moto3 in the lower championship, I was struggling much more to understand the bikes and the physics and everything. And since the day that I am in a MotoGP was like everything matched, this is my bike again, for this. It's true that, okay, then I'm struggling to get all the things in the championship, but the first days was quite nice.
Yeah, dude, that must just be a cool moment. And you worked your whole life to get there.
Yeah, I mean, it's true that my career have many up and downs, let's say, because I arrived really a big moment that I was really close to don't be able to ride anymore because was not any more money in the family. And I remember when we say, okay, look, it's no more chances. We send let's say, the papers for joining the Red Bull Rookies Cup selection event in the last day that we were available, let's say. And thankfully to them, I saved my career because if not, I told you, was not any more chances.
Dude, yeah, that is crazy. So is his mic hot or is it's just coming through hot in my headphones? But it's all right, the levels and stuff are all right? Just maybe like the tiniest little bit. But as long as it looks all right, it's not clipping on there, then that's all good. Yeah, sweet. When you do the first day on the bike, that's obviously the fastest you've ever gone on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Does it, even though you're incredibly talented and your brain is kind of more equipped to going fast than, let's say, if I did that, is it still a shock? And do your eyes still have to adjust? Because that whole conversation of eye speed and processing speed is so interesting to me because I'm fucking slow. But like Jet Lawrence, right?
Yeah.
Everyone will say that Jet has like crazy eye speed, looks ahead super far, and it just feels like things are coming at him slow. And you can see that when he rides.
For me, we are in much more high speed compared Supercross guys, let's say.
Yeah.
And I think arrive one exactly number, let's say, that you start to don't feel the speed anymore, It's around, I think when you pass the 240, you start to don't feel any more the speed, because...
it's all the same.
Yeah.
So 240 and 360, same shit.
Same shit, yeah. Let's say it's so difficult when you start to brake, because at the end, thankfully, we have really good brakes. But the first time that you go in Mugello, maybe that you arrive the first time ever in 360, was even difficult to make the first corner, because everything start to move quite fast, even the head start to move and you are not really able to be focusing where you are going, But around one moment that the speed more or less is the same. It's more the things that you have to do in the bike, because it was my first day also with rear devices and mappings and all these things. And I remember that also my first day in the class, I crashes in Turn 2 in Valencia.
Yeah.
Just because I have no more time to do things in the bike and I just arrive there and fall down,
So what does that feel like? So you're supposed to change a setting to make the bike stop or turn and you didn't do it and then it's gone?
No, in the HADs at the moment, MotoGP is that difficult because we have to manage many things that in 10 years ago, let's say. We have the rear devices. The problem of that in Moto2 you don't have nothing.
No.
In Moto2 in my days was from lap 1 to 24, flat out, as fast as you can and finish the race. That's it, And day one in MotoGP, okay, maybe not the first run, but in the second one, already the brand start to asking you to use the devices, to lock, to unlock, to change mapping for the tires, and are many things to get there, And I remember, okay, normally at the end of the test, I'm not so fast because normally you are already tired. It's not necessary to crash at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And they say, okay, now time attack. I say, okay, we go for a time attack. And I feel that a huge change comparing medium tires to soft tires, that they're the things I start to go so fast, you know? And also, first day you don't know where are the buttons, where are nothing, and you need to look the hands to know where is everything, even in the middle of the breaking point for this. I just, let's say, lose the focus, let's say. But even I remember second day in Malaysia, the guys start to say, but why you are keeping looking your hands in the breaking point? And I say, boys, or you make all the button for me, or I have no idea where is the buttons.
And now you just go.
Now it's just flow, you know? You know where is everything, even if you don't have, I mean, the real device we have in the thumb, even if you don't have time to press it, you just do with whole hand, you know, for this. Everything now is so automatic that now that this will go away from MotoGP class, it's like, damn, I was trying everything in 2 years for nothing.
Yeah. No, it kind of is like that. So how different, so when you're doing the Moto 2, how much do the tyres fade in those 20 laps?
0.
No way.
0. I mean, I remember this. I mean, in that day, we were riding with Dunlop.
Yeah.
Buddy, from lap 1 to 24, is flat out. I mean, flat out. I remember that you normally make the fast lap at the end just because the fuel got down and the bike was lighter. You know?
Yeah.
But these tires, I remember making corners flat out, sliding, taking out smoke, let's say, and 0 degradation. This was huge. In MotoGP, it's completely the opposite.
Yeah.
If you already burn the tire at the beginning, means that you will not have at the end.
Yeah.
For this MotoGP is more a balance. Moto2 is, in my days, I repeat, in my days, was just going and everything you can.
Full send.
Yeah. This was cool.
That must have been fun.
Yeah, this was really cool. Even at beginning that I was really don't understanding the class in 22 in my first year, and I have to battle many times and make some passes, and the people was passing me back and everything. This was really cool.
Yeah.
I think it's Moto3. Moto3, you have 0 degradation in the tires in my days. And this was everything much more funny, let's say, because everyone have full send, 22 laps, that's it.
Yeah. So what does it feel like when the MotoGP tyres start to go?
Not funny at all.
Like lap 12 this weekend.
Okay, maybe Barcelona is quite one of the toughest one.
Yeah.
Because already in lap 5, you start to spin and feeling that the bike is not moving forward. And the RPMs don't go up and you start to lose resolution on throttle and everything. But it's true that on tracks like Phillip Island, arrive one moment in lap 12, that you have totally nothing. You already switch all your mappings to have less power and less traction control and make a match. And arrive one moment that is not a way to go faster, you know, it's even worse. I mean, the bike is moving more, you are going more slow, and just the guys that are managing from beginning are the ones that are still making a normal lap times, let's say. The only good thing that the other guys are as fucked as you. For this, for this is no way, you know.
Oh, dude. What a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, I arrived one moment that is just like a drift car, you know? I mean, you arrive, for example, this weekend 10.3, third gear, 150 k per hour, touching the first touch, just going a slide until you put fourth gear at the end of this straight and you never stop spinning.
No.
And the worst thing is not that you spin that much. It's that then in the next braking point, maybe the tire is in 200 degrees and you also cannot brake.
And you're just braking on glue. Just a gummy
I mean,
little...
normally the front is quite okay.
Yeah.
But the rear just wanted to overtake the front, let's say.
Bro.
Totally
fuck
straight.
This
This is-
sounds terrible.
Yeah, this is not funny.
Oh.
The problem, I mean, if you are first, let's say, that is not many times, you more or less can manage because at the end you have the rhythm of the race.
Yeah.
But the problem when you are second trying to pass the first and you go literally full link, totally sideways, and you have no way to stop the bike, and you are like, oh, just because you will kick it out the other guy, you know. For
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is things that MotoGP are not cool at all.
Oh, dude. And I guess that's why you see so many crashes.
So many crashes, and sometimes you have already to roll off because if you keep trying this, the end of the race will be much worse. For this, sometimes feel like you have to roll off, let the other guy win, and you just manage to finish second and don't finish fifth. You know? For this, arrive one moment that is normal, and okay, it's not many tracks that happen this, but maybe around, if we have 22 races, this happen in 7th. Imagine Phillip Island when we arrive 360 in the main straight, you just take out one gear and you have other guy in front. In this case, it's not funny, you know?
Dude, that's a scary first turn too.
Yeah. Phillip Island is the track that you need more balls around the championship.
Really?
Yeah. It's not other way to explain. To be fast in Phillip Island, you need a balls like this table. I mean, you are at 360, take out one gear, brake just a bit to take out the rear device.
One gear.
You put link and you go make, but exactly like from 0 to 100.
Fuck.
This is crazy, dude.
I've ridden there, and turn 1 is scary. Like every other turn on that track feels okay for someone like me, like an amateur.
Okay.
But I think the fastest I went down that straight was about 301 or something. I was on a Ducati Panigale V4R.
Okay.
So that's about the fastest I went. And dude, I'm like boom, boom, into that first turn, dude, because it is so scary. The other turns feel normal-ish.
Okay.
That turn, fuck that turn.
For me, I will say 10-3.
Yeah.
The Casey Stone corner.
Yeah.
This is the worst one, in my opinion. I mean, you go 5th gear, but 5th gear is not another corner in the championship that you lean and you go in 5th gear, totally sideways, smoking the tire. This is, for me, the nicest and toughest corner in whole calendar.
Really? So it's the best, but also the hardest?
Yeah, I mean, Phillip Island, first of all, is the best track in the calendar. I mean, it's a shame that we will never come back, you know, but it's one of these legendary tracks that cannot go away, you know.
Yeah.
For this, in my opinion, is the best one at the moment.
Yeah, how do you feel about that track going away?
Sad, to be honest. I mean, like I say, it's the best track in whole calendar. If you just ask the 22 guys in the grid will say this so close to this. Also the fans. I mean, the Aussies are incredible, buddy. Incredible. Doesn't matter if it's sunny, if it's windy, if it's raining, they will stay there. Because it's the magic of the Iceland, let's say. You know, for this is not the nicer thing that I hear this year.
Yeah, it is definitely a shame because when that place is perfect, it's perfect.
Being honest, if we go in this track on February, March, that is summer in Phillip Island, we will love it. Because our main problem in this track
is weather.
In the position of the rider is the weather, and that is super cold. You know, and sometimes even you crash in the outlap because you don't have time enough to warm up the tires. And you just make a stupid crash, let's say. But if we go there in summer, man, we will see the amazing races, even more than now.
Oh, and you'd probably smash the lap times.
Difficult to say, you know, because at the moment, in the last 7 years, MotoGP don't go there for make testing, but just for how nice should be the track with the sun out, should be amazing to go there.
Yeah, I'm interested to see though. I mean, the street circuit will be cool for something different, I guess. And look, I will say that when I saw the Instagram post that Phillip Island was done, I was like just ripped my heart out. But at the same time, Adelaide is a crazy city for sport. They go fucking nuts for any kind of sporting event. I mean, they probably get what, like 400,000 people for the V8 supercars every year? Like, because there's nothing else to do in Adelaide. Like nothing, dude.
I mean, our media girl is from there. And she says it's really funny, but okay, let's see. But I mean, street races will be really nice. I mean, I'm a TT Ice of Man lover.
Ooh.
I mean, I love her. And this will be funny, you know, but let's see how is the first try.
You just finished watching a clip from the full 3-hour podcast. You're on our Clips channel. The full podcasts live on the Gypsy Tales podcast channel. It's linked right here. Go over to that channel, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and make sure you never miss a full episode of the Gypsy Tales podcast. If you don't want to watch it on YouTube, you want to watch it on the go, you can also head to our iTunes or Spotify to get the full 3-hour podcast in audio format.
I met a gypsy.